Well, here we go. Day 3. Pretty excited about going out today. It's a little cold. I think the low was 55 last night. Well, at least that's what my truck said this morning. It's supposed to get a little bit warmer. I think it's supposed to maybe get in the high 80s, 86, 80, 89. I need that warm weather. I think that makes a fish chew here. And, you know, I want to win, but I need to do better than a couple guys for AOY. So hopefully I do better than them today. So I'm just gonna grind it out, fish as hard as I can, and let the cards fall where they fall. So I'll bring you guys along and we'll see what happens. So stay tuned.
Good to hear that every morning, guys. Please, reminder, have a safe day on the water. Life jackets on, as always. Next up, boat 5 today, Austin Wilson.
Have a great day out there.
Thank you, appreciate it. All right, here we go. Gotta catch him today. Lot on the line. 20 grand. Good AY points. Start off with a chatterbait. I think there's some offshore grass here. Just gonna work my way to the back of this pocket. Missed it. Smoked it too. Wow. Can't have that happen. Hey, I think that's one. Oh, we're not blanking today. Oh, that's good. You don't feel very big. Not that one. This is not expecting that. Number two. Yes, dude, that's number 3. Number 3, baby. Yes, dude. God, look like he's barely hooked. Yes! Please be a keeper. Oh, man. Yes, we got 5. That's number 5. Go. Yes. I lost my shoe. I tripped over it, but that's a good one. Oh my gosh. Look at that call, huh? think it'll help me. Can't tell how well he's hooked. They're all like clones. I don't think it'll help. Yeah. Yeah, wasn't any help. But solid fish. I mean, maybe, I don't know, 2.5. I don't know, 2 maybe. Yeah. Well, sorry, 30X. Let's go. I didn't even take a picture of him, but
yeah, that's part of this deal that, you know, these guys are still trying to get used to. We heard Phil say yesterday that, I think it was John Pearl who said yesterday that down in Comanche.
Well, little midday update. You guys know we've caught him pretty good today. I just feel like I need to get one more big one. They're all like clones right now, so I got like 3 pounds. The biggest one is like a 4, so I should have like 15, 16 pounds, which is pretty solid for today. But there's some big ones in this place. Someone could crack 20. So anyway, you got I don't know if you can see the boat behind me. It's a camera boat following me around. So it's pretty cool. I'm gonna go over to where I caught some fish first thing this morning. We only got a couple hours left, so you never know. So stay tuned. Maybe I'll catch 1 or 2 more. Well, that's all she wrote. See how I did? Man, I don't know. I feel like I'm shy. I feel like I needed one more big one.
The one did he tell you? Maybe one of the last ones to go up?
Yeah. Yes, sir. What's up? Take a little sneak peek.
Yeah, hell yeah. Let's see a little sneak peek, bro.
Oh, that's all you get. That's all you get. The rest on chatterbait.
That's fishing. A little short. Mr. Greg Gutierrez over here, by the way, still in the hot seat. Greg, 2 coming in.
Random 5 alive.
He had 9 keepers coming in after 2 days. He's got another limit, and he was the first champion we had in stop number 1 at Lake Almanor. Our champion there. We need 9 and some change.
No problem.
Take the lead.
Got it? No problem.
You may get another hot seat over here, Austin.
Yeah, for a little bit anyway.
Austin Wilson, great job, young man. 17.50, 17.50. Did we get a picture? Rebel, we got 5. Here we come, Austin. Let's get another picture, my friend.
We got 5.
Step to the front right there. Oh, there you go. Right in the middle. There we go. I'm gonna give you this microphone, my friend. I know you got to be excited with that. You've had a heck of a week catching fish.
Yeah, definitely. I'm probably not going to talk as much as the last few guys.
Yeah.
I'll probably keep it short and sweet.
Tell them how you did it all week. Tell them what your secrets were.
So the first 2 days I caught a few frogfish and Cinco fish is kind of how I caught them. Yesterday was really tough. I only caught 2 fish. And I didn't know how today was going to go. I thought I burned through my fish. Fished the same general area. Fished up north. And there just wasn't a whole lot of boat pressure up there. I don't know the reason why. I mean, it looked so good. I figured the weekend, there would be some more people up there because all the boat traffic out here, pleasure boaters running around and waking out everything. So I went up north and just stuck it out up there. Caught some chatterbait fish, a couple frog fish, and I caught a bunch fish today. So it was a pretty good day.
How many keepers today?
I think I caught 13 or so.
13 today.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah.
No boat traffic at all where you were at? No other anglers?
No, there was only one other fisherman up there. One other angler.
That was it.
That was it.
30-day off limits, no practice here. Didn't get anything in.
No.
You're just fishing strong right now.
Yeah, I came up in pre-practice like 6 or 7 times, so I put my time in up here. The place is awesome. There's a lot of grass, and it looks like the Clear Lake or the Delta, has a little bit of current rolling through there. I know the water was super high this week, and I think that cooled down the water. They're pumping it out of Orville and whatnot, so that's why the weights were so low. I know if the water temp was up, everyone would have smashed them because there's a lot of big fish in this place, a lot of 3 to 4 pounders.
Awesome. Let's give him a round of applause, folks. New leader here. Grab a seat in the hot seat. Steve, you'll hold Ken Ma's fish. You'll hold his bag just a second. Good fisherman too, but tell us about your day so far.
Good swim, I'll talk later.
You sure?
Yeah, I'll talk later.
Bring him up, Steve. Let's see what we got, Austin.
Hey, you're fishing one to win.
Let him drip a little. Pull it on. Let's get a little on the water off. Don't get him any extra water now. Let me drain this out. We need 17 what to take the lead?
How many fish?
1751. We have 5 fish. They're all alive.
Nice.
We got a new champion here. 1944. Ken Ma.
Good job. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Hold that above your head, Ken Ma. I know you've talked about that.
Well, I think this is where we're gonna wrap up the video. It's been a few weeks. I actually was feeling super sick, and I went and got tested, and sure enough, I had the vid. So I was sitting around at home for about a week, not doing anything, and then soon I was done. As soon as I was starting to feel better, I had a cyst pop up on my tailbone. But so yeah, I was out for 2 weeks, and after that, I really wasn't motivated to edit this video. It's not like I didn't have a great finish. I did really well. I just, being sick and having that issue with that cyst or whatnot, just didn't really feel like it. But finally got around to it. It's been like 3 weeks. So I'm gonna go over some of the rods I caught my fish on this week. A 4-inch Cinco. The 4-inch Cinco, let me tell you, it's been absolutely killing it for me. Every tournament I've caught fish on it. Up there at Almanor, I caught fish on it. Lake Comanche, I caught my biggest fish on it. It was like a 4.5. This event, I caught one, almost a 4-pounder or a 4-pounder on it as well. So that 4-inch Cinco, I just don't feel like anyone's really throwing it. And there might be people throwing it, but I don't see anyone ever throwing it. So good for me and bad for all you guys that don't throw it, because it actually puts big ones in the boat. Anyway, throwing that on Dobbin 743, 10-pound test. With 10-pound braid. Throwing obviously a 6-inch Cinco as well. Caught some on it day 1, throwing out on Dobbin 735 with 15-pound test. Caught a couple fish on a frog, popping frog, Spro popping frog, 65-pound test, Dobbin 735. What else? I caught day 2 was really tough for me, and I caught 2 fish. If you guys haven't seen the video, go back and watch. Caught one on a Cinco and one on a frog. And day 3, obviously you guys just watched day 3. You guys know how I caught them. Caught them on a chatterbait, caught a couple on a frog, you know, caught a couple punching. It was a really good day for me. You know, I caught a lot of fish on Sunday. I just, like I said in the video, I knew I was short. I knew I needed another big bite, and it just never happened. You know, the other frog I caught him on a regular spro, not popping frog, just a regular spro frog on 65-pound test, throwing that on a Dobbin. I was throwing on a Dobbin 735. I'd rather throw it on a Dobbin 736. Dobbin 735 is more for an open water frog. I needed a stiffer rod. It got the job done this week, which, you know, I'm not complaining. I don't think I missed a single fish on that frog. Chatterbait, you know, I was throwing, you know, I love D&M. You know, D&M is a sponsor of mine. Love it. I like the D&M more in the springtime. It has a harder thump, and, you know, this tournament I need something a little subtler, if that's a word, subtler. Subtle. You know, so I wanted something tight, because it wasn't that windy, and I didn't want a hard thump. I wanted something like subtle. So I threw that D&M, just throwing the green pumpkin. Like I said, I usually love that D&M. I throw that D&M a lot. Like I said, I feel like it has a harder thump. And so, but anyway, I threw the jackhammer. And what else? Oh, I caught one good one punching on a 1 ounce. The Wicked Weight's punch weight, missile baits, D-bomb in green pumpkin red flake with a 4/0 hook. Might be a 5/0, but I'm pretty sure it's a 4/0 hook. 65-pound braid, Dobbin's 766 flip, 65 flip. Oh, let me look. I should know this. I should know this. Dobbin 65 flip. I was right the first time. But with a 1 ounce, and just flipping some cover that had an overhanging cover, had a nice canopy. Picked up that flipping rig and made a few flips and thump, stuck one. And that was kind of it. That's how I caught him this week. You know, this week had a good tournament. You know, I'm sitting first for AOY, and, you know, I thought, you know, after this event, you know, they would crown the AOY champ, which was only 3 events. Usually, you know, if they're going to crown an AOY champion, it's usually 4 events. So what they're going to do is actually for the TOC, they're going to crown the AOY champion. So, I mean, I'm sitting good right now. You know, I'm in first place. But these guys are good. This is the cream of the crop. The cream of the crop, you know, Rose, these guys are the best. We qualified, you know, for the championship. So, you know, I'm not counting my chickens before they hatch. You know, I got to do well this event. You know, I've done well on the Delta before, but it's in October. I've done well in October. You know, I've been out in the Delta a couple times, and it's just not been good for me. So, I don't know. I know another thing. I know some of you guys watched my video where I smashed 35 pounds. And some of you, I get asked all the time, where's that video? Where's that video? Or I got halfway through it and they got taken down. You know, I had a bunch of guys complain. You know, a couple guys had tournaments coming up and they didn't want to blow up the area. So I ended up taking it down. You know, and it's going to come back up. I'm going to put it back up in November. And the reason why I'm going to put it back in November is because there's a couple tournaments going on, you know, and I don't want to post it and other guys get mad at me. I'm gonna wait until everything's done and post it again. You know, I'm a pretty nice guy. I don't like to piss people off. So, I mean, I've been back up to that area multiple times and I've not caught a fish over 3 pounds. And I went up there, you know, before I even posted the video. I went up there and fished the same exact tide, the opposite tide, and it just was no good. So, I mean, it is what it is. People aren't gonna catch those fish. You know, I mean, yeah, you might get lucky and catch a few, but, you know, it was just that day. It was that day that had, you know, there were just the big ones biting. So, you know, people get mad, and then again, it's like, I don't really care because I don't really fish the same water multiple times, like back to back. Usually I'll fish an area, you know, once, and then it'll be like a month down the road, I might go back to that area. So I leave it alone for a long time. I know this outro is pretty long, so I'm gonna wrap it up right here. Hopefully you guys liked the video. Smash that thumbs up, subscribe, drop a comment, let me know what you think, and see you guys next time.